my back. Let's be honest, most of us just wear our stress as a hat. We game to all the light people was cutting the slack. But once we turned a certain age, we knowin' better than that. I mean, what can get worse than that? Struggling to sleep because the dreams of the past. Nothing wrong with working, but we gotta relax. But life is copy, paste, and print, and we just missing the facts. Sometimes I gotta turn my phone up. Music helps me sleep, so I just call it melatonin. Dreams and melodies combine to help to wake the soul up. All the endless vibes just kinda bubble up like soda. Hold up, life was never a masterpiece, but if we all take our time to sing, maybe life won't be a mystery. But who knows? But you gotta just take a minute and reminisce through your feelings and find out what you been missing. You be wishing to go back in time. Go back. Life really came so quick, but you got to go find your.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Maury, young Maury, whatever you wanna call me. Okay, I'm gonna start. I just like doing that. That's crazy. I just like making that rhyme. But hey, what's good? So I want to touch back on something that I was talking about last week. It was happiness. You know what I'm saying? I realized, like, I think I'm pretty, like, I told y'all, my phone running a little low. Gotta chill. But listen, like, happiness. I think a lot of people get the wrong idea. I'm people, first of all. Definitely I'm people. But, I've been talking to a lot of people lately. Oh my gosh, I have everything going off of my phone. I'm so sorry. Everything in the world is just going off of my phone. I've got my alarms, and then I got whatever, just my battery percentage. But we're good. So I think true happiness is more or less what I was talking about with somebody. It's like the appreciation you have for it. You know what I'm saying? This might sound dumb. This might sound stupid, but like true happiness, like the way I perceive happiness is like happiness shouldn't be fake. Obviously, I think I know for sure you're truly happy. You're truly happy when you don't know you're happy. It's like a sore throat. You know what I'm saying? Like you never really appreciate how much it feels to like have like no like scratchiness when you swallow. You know what I'm saying? It's like you appreciate that, but you don't really know the luxury until it's gone. So you got to be like, get when you feel yucky. And I hope that makes sense. Like you really don't know if truly you don't really know you're happy, because and that's kind of scary about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you know when you're sad, you know when you're mad, just like you know when you're sick, you know when you gotta throw up. But when you're happy, it's because it's like that pure harmony. It's like this is how it's supposed to be. This is how you're supposed to feel. It's like second nature when you're happy. Everything just feels normal. Everything just feels regular. So when you're sad, you start wishing you were happy again. And when you start wishing you're happy again, you know what I'm saying, it makes you focus on being sad more. Just like when you wish your throat wasn't sore, you're focusing on that so much. That's how I am, you know. When I was, I'm not gonna get too deep, but I'm gonna be really open. I was very depressed. I'm like, it's not like it's gone, but you know, I'm coping with it now. You know what I'm saying? I'm better about it because I appreciate myself more. I'm changing up my style. Like, you know, y'all don't know, but I got some thrifted clothes on. Like, hold on, the Instagram can see. I got this vest that I really like, and then I got this little tank top. It's kind of got little sparkles on it. It's cool. Wearing my baggy jeans that kind of high water up a little bit with my busted Jordans. You know, like I'm starting to appreciate myself more. And the more I appreciate myself, the more I try to step out like this, and I'm like friendly again. It's just like it's okay to be sad. I've said this a million times. It's okay to be sad, but it's like you just got to take that time to heal. Because when you're sick, you can take all the medicine you need. You know what I'm saying? You can take all the medicine you need, but you gotta wait for your body to heal it up. You gotta let time heal it up. You know what I'm saying? Time is one of the most powerful forces we know that we actually have control over if we play it smart. If we play time smart, there's nothing that can stop us. Me, I'm just not figuring this out talking. Like, I'm thinking about it. Time is just this big thing that nobody understands. And really, we got numbers attached to it. We got numbers attached to it, whatever. But really, it's just the planets revolving around the sun. We making it up, to be honest. The planets revolving around the sun and the Earth spinning. We really just making it up. But at the same time, it does, like, you know what I'm saying, we casually age and stuff. So like time is real. I'm not trying to say time is fake. I sound stupid, I feel like, but I'm trying to make sense. And so if you're sad, if you're upset, just give it some time. You don't have to force it. And that's what I was doing at first. I was forcing it. You know what I'm saying? And when you try to force happiness, tears show up. You start crying. You start neglecting others. You start neglecting your worth. You start feeling like you're not you no more. And like, I'm not trying to say I understand people more than the average person, but I'm a social person. I guarantee I've seen almost every person except the root of all, except the person who's purely evil. I've seen every person except for a person that is purely evil. And I'm telling you, to cope with happiness, to understand happiness, to really grasp it, you can't just be like, oh, I'm happy. When people say, I understand, like, you know what I mean, like casually speaking, you can be like, oh yes, I'm happy. But saying I'm happy this, I'm happy that, you know what I'm saying? Nah, like you don't know, like you truly don't know if you're happy. Like it's just like it's something that just happens in the background, and you just if you address it, it's okay to address it. But like, I don't know. That's what I'm trying to compare it to a sore throat. Because, like, you know, when your throat's clear, we don't appreciate that enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, me thinking about it now, I'm like, whew, I'm glad my throat is, like, nice and smooth. So when I swallow my saliva, not trying to get nasty, you know what I'm saying? When I swallow it, I can't feel it. But when when you're sick and your throat gets scratchy, it hurts. And it's like, I wish I could just be good again. And then we get upset. You know what I'm saying? But no, this time gonna heal it. You just got I ain't saying ignore the pain. That's different for sore throats. That's the sort of thing. Just you address it and just deal with it until you feel better. And if it's not working, you talk to somebody. That's one thing I've always been terrible at. And that's not just one thing sorry, I had to check my battery percentage. Ooh, that's one thing I preach above all. Please talk to somebody. Like, sometimes it's okay to be scared to be around your own thoughts. I know it's terrifying. It's petrifying knowing that you can be your worst enemy. You know what I'm saying? You can live to see yourself become the greatest hero, or watch yourself turn into a villain. And I'm going. That's like I live by that statement. I love that statement. Honestly, I feel like that's not told. That's not said enough. We don't talk about that enough. We don't let the young people know, including myself. I'm young. You know what I'm saying? We don't let people know that, you know, you can be your worst enemy. Like, we probably said, like, hey, you gotta get up. No, you gotta understand. I was my worst enemy for so long, and now I feel like, I mean, I'm still my enemy. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Mario? No, I'm just playing. But like, I'm still my worst enemy. But in a way, I'm more than that. You know what I'm saying? It's like a relationship we have. It's kind of like if the hero and the villain have to team up to be the bigger boss type jump, and that bigger boss is just the world. I gotta understand that I gotta come to terms that I'm not always gonna be happy, and if I come to terms with that, it makes me happy that I know I can always just turn to that fact and be good and get better. You never gonna, like, yeah, you might hit rock bottom, and shit might take forever to climb. You know what I'm saying? And that climb, and you might be climbing, somebody pull you back down. That's the thing. That's a relapse. You know what I'm saying? You can climb all the way back up, and then somebody grab your foot, and you trip, you miss a rock, you miss a stone, your hands start sweating, you slip off. You might hit the ground again. They just take a different path. That means the way you went just wasn't working. It was working, but something along that line really wasn't the move. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe you got to take the path that you took a little bit, but then go a different way when you get to a certain spot. You know what I'm saying? It's just so many different things that go into the fact that only you should be able to climb. Like, yeah, you can have somebody help you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, toss down a ladder, help them get you up a few steps. But at the end of the day, you got to do it all. You got to do the manpower. You got to do the heavy lifting. Like right now, it's kind of like having somebody help you is like having simple machines, like in science, like a pulley system. That eliminates, at least, I'm pretty sure, the majority of the weight with the pulley system. All it takes is it would make a wood stump that weighs about what? It's about 80 pounds. Feel like 20. You know what I'm saying? With if you tie a string around it, wrap it around a sturdy something that can hold the weight, and then pull on the string. It makes the work easier. That's what helping is. That makes the way. That's what people who help you. That's what they're like, simple machines. But you got to do all the heavy lifting when you can't rely on simple machines all the way up. That's gonna get you lazy and that's gonna get you dependent. The only person you really should be dependent on is yourself, even though yourself is your worst enemy. It's like a whole concept. It's a whole conspiracy in my head. Like, we're our worst enemy, but are we truly? Just checking my sorry, just checking my percentage. But are we truly our worst enemies? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, are we truly here for ourselves? Are we here to fight ourselves? Because sometimes, I mean, not like on some schizophrenic type thing. No, not like not trying to be offensive to people with schizophrenia. I'm saying like. Are we really there for ourselves, or are we really not? It's hard. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's like you think one thing, but you want to do something else, or you do one thing, but you have to do something else. It's always that battle. Good versus evil, good versus good, neutral versus neutral. There's really no sides. It's really just you versus your mind, you versus what you know, you versus what you think versus what you know, what you want versus what you need. You know what I'm saying? It's so much stuff to it that I really like. I sit and ponder about, and this is my first time talking about it. Really, like, I didn't even plan to get this deep on it, but like, we gotta, we have a weird system in our minds. We're wired. We're literally wired to feel like we either need somebody, or we're literally wired to feel like we don't need nobody. But really, it needs to be equilibrium, equal balance, because we need ourselves. And it's okay. And look, I understand you want to be a loner. You don't need nobody, and you don't need nobody. That's fine. But so it should be somebody, at least somebody around. So okay, I'm speaking. This is all opinionated, because I'm a very social person. So I like to have somebody in my circle that not that I can talk to, but that I can just hang with. That I don't have to deal with so much. Like, that don't really make me upset. But really, like, looking at the way I'm thinking, it's just. You have to, how do I put it? You have to come to terms with it all, and that's what I've been doing. That's what I've been trying to do. I'm not 100% there yet. I'm not. I haven't completed that all the way. But what I do know is that I'm not that far away from doing so. And if I fall back down, that's fine. I'm gonna get back up and climb all the way back up again. Because I'm living the life I want to live. I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta do the things. I gotta take care of stuff. I gotta take care of. Like, it's just so much stuff you gotta think about. And I'm not trying to say everybody should think like Mari. Everybody should do what I do. It's just all opinionated. But like, it's opinionated. But it's also, I feel like, it should be said. Like, I read some Gen Z where it's very sensitive, and that's true. Our generation is very sensitive, but I don't think it's just that. I think we're also considered sensitive because we speak our minds. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I know sometimes they be wilding. I was taught to, sometimes you gotta keep your mouth shut. Not everybody was taught that, but even still, we always speak our minds. Our society stems from our society stems from social classes: the rich, the poor, the medium. And and emotionally like, really, it wasn't all about it. Like, having to say your opinion was not gonna get you no bread, nothing like that. And now, what I'm saying, you can get on the internet and say your opinion all you want and speak your mind all you want for a bag. You know what I'm saying? So people take advantage of that and they speak their mind. And a lot of people either don't agree or they do agree. But a lot of people say we're sensitive. Our Generation Z is sensitive, and like I said, we are. I agree. I'm not saying I'm sensitive to. I'm sensitive to like some things, but most of the things that Gen Z gets sensitive about, I'm not with it. But at the same time, I respect it, because they know how the world's gonna react. We know how the world's gonna react. You think we're dumb? You think we say all these things just because we think everybody's gonna agree with us? No, because that's the point. That's the point. We have our own opinions. We don't force ourselves to believe what the past believes. Interracial couples. We like interracial couples. Stylistic choices, music taste. We don't care what y'all think, and that's what That's what really make y'all think we're sensitive, because we don't care about what people think. We say what we want, even if the majority does not care. And that's one thing people need to know. That's one thing I figured out today too, because I'm thinking about it, I'm like, maybe we just honest. And I know sometimes a little too honest or just whiny. But at the end of the day, we say what we want to say. We don't sugarcoat anything. And it's the fact that we don't sugarcoat it to cater to the people who are listening that don't know for sure if whether or not we agree with them or not. We don't want to cater to them. We don't need to cater to nobody. We do us. That's what it is. And that's what people don't like about Gen Z for real. On a deeper scale, y'all just don't like the fact that we are honest and that we say what we say. And like I said, yes, we are in fact sensitive. But no, come on now. We said our opinion. We say what we want to say. And I keep repeating myself just because like I don't think I can say it enough. I've never really I've always felt like I picked the good side of controversial arguments. But I know one thing. Oh, another thing I hear actually. Let me before I get on that. People like to involve politics. Let me check my percentage. People like to involve politics and sensitivity, saying, "Oh yeah, Republicans are sensitive, liberals are sensitive." Does that even make any sense? I ain't trying to get that deep, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna get into it. I ain't gonna nah. But does that even make sense? Because if anybody talk about anything that go on your side, it's out. It's a outroar. It's a burst of emotions. It's y'all. Some either gonna rush to defend yourselves. You know that's being sensitive. Defending yourself is considered being sensitive. You sensitive to something, so you had to toughen up a little bit because you were sensitive, bro. That's what that is, and that's not something people should be ashamed of. I think that's something we was also taught. You can't be sensitive. Like me, it was not necessarily said, but it was established. Since being sensitive is weak, that is weak. That's not how I want to live anymore. I'm not saying I want to walk around crying, but being sensitive is no. Sorry, it's not weak. If anything, it's the opposite of weak. It's very noble. It's very you're in touch with yourself. I think we should all try to be in touch with ourselves. That's another way to acquire real happiness. If you're okay, if you're lying to yourself, or if you really don't know about yourself and people tell you, it's hard to say you believe them because you know you believe you all you want. But to be truly in touch with yourself, I mean, like, let's be honest. When you're comfortable in your own skin, like listen, there are times where I walk around, I beat myself up because I am under average height for a male. I'm 5'5". You know, I'm like, 5'5". Hate being short, but like, and then but like that's really my biggest insecurity and my only insecurity. I think it's my only insecurity, but I'm comfortable in my skin. I guess other than that, I get over it. Like I love my height, but then it's just times where I'm like, I hate being short. But you know, being comfortable in your own skin, your own flesh, it's amazing. Let me check my percentage. Okay, so I gotta make sure I keep it rolling, and I want to be able to save it and upload it. So when it gets to like 2%, I'm gonna end the live here, but I'm gonna continue on YouTube. But yeah, it's crazy, you know. Back around, going back to the main topic. Let me get a sip. Let me get a sip of this real quick. Let me stop. But actually, it's just I don't know. Like I tend to be only a tad. I tend to be in myself about my height. But wait, I already talked about that. We're going to happiness, the happiness thing. So me. Me being comfortable in my skin, plus me knowing that it's okay to be sad, it's just my step to becoming truly happy. And when I reach that truly happiness, I probably will never know. And that's the scary part about it. Like, am I really happy or not? But should it matter? Because I'm enjoying what I'm doing. Whether like that's how you know if you're like it's little cues that you can pick up on that you can like kind of like, oh, I'm happy right now. But like really, if you're really happy, you're distracted. Your mind is free. But I'm gonna end the stream on live. I'm sorry, Rachel and everybody, but I'm gonna be talking on YouTube though. So you guys hop on that. So bada boom bam pow. So let me go ahead, guys. I'm on my phone by the end of the stream on Instagram. I'm about to share real quick. Let me go ahead and put that title. Low vibes. What is true happiness? What is true happiness? Listen. That's what I'm gonna say. And I'm gonna post this on my Instagram story because I think that was the best one I've had I think this is the best one I've had this entire time. Because not only did that really speak to me, I don't know, I was speaking to other people too though. But yeah, so like I was saying, I'm gonna keep it going for about another 10 minutes. But like true happiness is something that is hard to obtain. Like I said, you don't appreciate it until you don't have it. And that's with everything in life, you know? People don't really realize how much they love something until it's gone. Or how much they happy with something, how much they really need, how much like they were like, you know, the bliss, like that feeling. You never know it's there until it's gone. And then when it's gone, when you realize it's gone, and then you're scared that you'll never get it again. And that's what makes you never get it again, because you're scared it'll ever come back. Like, it's just a cycle. It's a mind thing. If we can all uncover this mind-boggling thing, I mean, like, it's like there's a science behind it. You know what I'm saying? There's chemicals that touch the brain that make you feel some type of way, I'm pretty sure. And there's the whatever your brain does to signal whatever to, you know, how you feeling and stuff, bro. It's just so much. I had to clap because it's just like, really, like, what all is it? What all do I do? What all can I do, you know? Like, shoot, man. So much stuff. But, you know, I actually got to end it right here. I really appreciate. I thought I was gonna stay on for 2 more minutes, but I think I reached my point. Next week, I plan on talking about something a little different. It's probably, hopefully, upbeat. I'm gonna try to see if I can get my boy Lorenzo on here. But I want to say much love to you guys. You guys stay blessed. You already know the vibes. They low, you know, love vibes.